Every bedroom needs a side table, but don't just put any old boring side table in your room. Your kids no longer have to use their books as a side table when they can have the wooden pegboard side table. These are all the tools and materials required to make a wooden pegboard side table. Accuracy is key for this project, so don't be scared to take your time to ensure a perfect finish. The first step is to laminate your two pieces of hardwood together. Make sure you're in a well-ventilated area for this part of the process. I'm using a polyurethane glue to fix these two pieces together and then using clamps to keep it nice and tight. Make sure each end is nice and flush before you clamp it down. Get it as level as possible and be sure to wipe off any excess glue. Then leave it overnight to cure. Now that it's been left overnight to cure, you can remove the clamps. Use a chisel or a sharp blade to remove the excess glue. Remembering, don't go too deep because we need to sand it anyway. Use a coarse sandpaper to start with and gradually work to a finer one to give it a really nice smooth finish. The hardwood is now ready to be measured and cut. This piece of hardwood will be cut into 5 pieces to form the box. The pieces of hardwood have now been cut and the box is ready to be put together. Put some PVA glue along the edging and use a clamp to help keep it all together. Make sure when you do the adjustments, it's nice, flush and square. Don't worry about any rough edges too much because we're going to be giving it a light sand. Now that we've got it nice and flush, I'm going to fix it off with a couple of nails just to hold it in place and keep it secure. Our basic box is now complete and it's time to do the feet. Thick dowel is perfect to use to give you a really contemporary look. You can do them straight up and down or on a bit of a 15-degree angle, which is what we're going to go with to give it a real funky look. This is the dowel that I'm going to use for the feet, and I've just got a bit of timber that I'm going to secure it to make sure that it doesn't move when I cut through it. Make sure the dowel is super secure. It's crucial in order to get a perfect match of a 15-degree cut every time. I have a timber guide in place to ensure that every foot is the exact same length every time. So let's do our first 15-degree cut and then butt the dowel up against our guide. This saves having to measure and mark on the dowel. Remove the tape and pre-drill smack bang down the centre of our legs so it makes the box nice, strong and sturdy when they're secured. My feet are now ready to be screwed onto the box. All that's left now is to make and fix the door. Every door needs a frame, so you need to take the internal measurement and mark it out accordingly on a piece of timber and cut it to fit. Glue it all together, and while it's drying, take the measurements to your local Bunnings store and have your pegboard pre-cut. The frame is now dry, so now it's time to glue the pegboard down. Once you've done that, use a scrap piece of timber to put on top so you can apply even pressure when you use the clamps. Now just leave it to dry. The door is now finished. Measure and fit the hinges to the door so it can then be fixed to the box. And there it is, the wooden pegboard side table is now complete. You can add a nice finishing touch by adding a magnetic catch if you like. It just helps keep the door nicely closed so it doesn't constantly swing open. Putty up any holes or unwanted gaps, allow it time to dry and then give it a light sand. I'm going to go with a natural stain because this hardwood is going to look fantastic. This is such a stylish and versatile side table. Who would have thought that pegboard could look so good? This wooden pegboard side table not only suits the bedroom, but it can go into any room of the house. So get inspired and get started.